Well, cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Starlo.
It's good to catch up. It's been too long.
Oh, way too long.
I'm with Pete Dugan today, and Pete's just, well, in the last year or two, bought a guiding business here on the far south coast of New South Wales, and I wanted to talk to him about that. But I also just want to talk to you about your background in fishing. What are your earliest fishing memories?
Rosedale, I would say. Jimmy's Island, fishing off the rocks.
Chasing what sort of things?
Oh, bream, flathead, lots of sweep. And every now and then we'd get we'd jag a snapper or whatever we'd go past, especially off the front of Jimmy's. But
this was with your parents?
Yeah, with my father and my brother.
And were they keen?
Yeah, very keen. My dad was a keen black fisherman.
Right.
He loved the rocks and the floats and stuff
with
like
the weed and the floats. And did you ever get into that?
I've always loved fishing, and I mean, David and I used to go fishing all the time. We'd take the kids with us. You know, he had a young fella and I had a young fella too, and we used to go fishing up into the rivers and up to Dugan and stuff like that, and it was great.
And when did you get your first boat and get into that sort of thing? Now, I fished with you on your big boat. What sort of boat was that?
Proline.
And you imported that from
Miami, in the States, Got it for a song, which was good.
When the dollar was nice and strong?
The dollar was great, absolutely. It was a good time. Just, potluck, and just decided to upgrade because I had a 5.5 Stacer, or 5.2 Stacer I should say, and used to go out with that and bottom bashing all the time, and it was great, just really had some good fishing trips in it. And then we started to chase marlin and tuna and got the bug, and
you got into the game fishing a bit. You caught some nice tuna.
We got a nice 60 kilo tuna with Craig one day off Burmy. That was in that 5.5, and that's what really kicked it off and thought, this is the good fun. So, and then we went I took Matt out in the new boat, and he got a 45 kilo bluefin.
Right.
And, there wasn't too many yellowfin being caught then. It was probably 6 years ago or something like that. So they were just really slow at the time.
They seem to have made a bit of a comeback since
then.
Then.
The yellowfin have, but the bluefin have just...
The bluefin have been patchy, but you never know from one year to the next what they're going to do.
And they'll either go wide or not.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they're there, but they're 50 miles out, so that's not much good to anybody. No, well, not to anyone in a trailer boat. No. And you've had a few shark encounters along the way?
Yeah, I did. That same day that Craig got the 60, I got a 360 kilo mako. It was a great fish, and great fun. So, we cut it loose.
Yes, good thing to do. They're dangerous around the boat, aren't they? You don't want to play with those things unless you're all set up to do with it.
Still got all my fingers and
that's the main thing. All right, so a bit of a leap from there to buying an existing guiding business and getting into estuary guiding on the south coast of New South Wales. What the thought process behind that?
It was always my goal to do something with fishing, whether it be in a tackle shop or something. I just wanted to do something with fishing. It would just become an urge or an itch I couldn't scratch.
Yep.
I just had to be in fishing. So this opportunity arose. Stewie was selling his business, and I just grabbed it with both hands and said, So I sold the actual Proline to fund buying it off Stewie.
And it's taken you a little while to get everything together, get your ducks in a row, and now you're starting to operate.
I went through another divorce, and just some terrible times there. But I mean, it was a means to an end, and I re-signed the boat. And,
it's looking great.
Sensational. Thanks to Jo, she did the artwork for my logo.
It looks dynamite, doesn't it? And you're starting to get quite a few bookings. And
I am actually. It's starting to kick off really well. It's only been a couple of months since we've actually done our big launch. And, so
now you operate along quite a long stretch of coast. What are your actual boundaries at the moment?
Start at the Clyde and go down to Womboyne at the moment. There's plenty of estuaries in between.
Oh yeah, any plans to expand beyond that?
Yeah, I'd like to get up to St George's Basin, up to Shoalhaven. I haven't fished the Shoalhaven.
Well, I have.
I heard you had.
Yeah, I spent about 20 odd years fishing the Shoalhaven. So when you come to do that, I might jump in with you and go on a couple of exploratories, because I'll show you a few spots up there. It's an interesting system, the Shoalhaven. I mean, it's still very heavily professionally fished, which is a shame because
Yeah.
it would be a wonderful system with no nets in it. You know.
Wouldn't it? Like?
But there's still a lot of fish in there. The big thing about the Shoalhaven, though, is that
Wow, I'll take you up on that little offer.
no worries,
Right.
mate. I guess a big part of your job is keeping your finger on the pulse of what's biting where and knowing where to suggest to people that they should go.
Yeah, it is, and I just listen to what people have to say, you know, and I know I've got plenty of contacts along the coast that, you know, people are telling me, oh, they're catching this, they're catching that. The tackle shops, you know, you stay in touch with them and those boys, and we let them know.
Yeah.
It's scratched my
It's a
back.
two-way street, isn't it?
is,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And so far, what kinds of people are you getting making bookings? Is it blokes on their own, or couples, or fathers and sons?
Fathers and sons. There's been a couple so far, and Ben Caddoy,
Yeah.
for the Fishing World magazine, come down with his dad, and for his dad's 70th birthday, and got onto a nice Jew, which was great value.
Fantastic.
So,
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of species too, isn't there? I mean, you've got flathead are sort of your standby in a lot of these estuaries. You've got your bream, you've got your whiting, dewies, which everyone aspires to catch, and we know that they're there. You know, they're not always easy to catch. Then you've got your tailor and your salmon. There really is quite a lot of variety.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like there's even we've caught blackfish, EPs. So. Yeah.
And you concentrate primarily on lure fishing, obviously.
Yeah, it's just either soft plastics or hard bodies, and
a big emphasis on catch and release.
yes.
Are you happy enough for someone to take a feed home if they want?
Absolutely, yeah. Look, I mean, it's not against the law, so
No.
you know, and they pay good dollars to come
Yeah.
on a charter, and a lot of people take their fish. But I'm surprised at how many just say, let's put it back.
Yeah.
Because I say give them the option. You know, look, if you want to take a feed, that's fine. You know, like just let me know.
And there's nothing better than taking home a couple of 45 or 50 centimetre flathead
absolutely
and
not.
cooking them up. But when that 70 or 75 comes along, you'd like to think that they're going to be happy to put it back, and a lot of people are.
I haven't had one client take anything over 60, so
That's fantastic, yeah.
yeah.
So you can see yourself doing this till retirement?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a bug that got me, and I've spent so much time and effort on the boat. I've rewired all the electronics and everything on the boat as well. So
The old 4-bore, it's a fantastic boat to fish out of, isn't it?
people are stunned and amazed at how stable it is at rest.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got two big burly blokes or three big burly blokes walking around on the front of it, and it doesn't even move.
No.
You just,
Now, I always used to joke it was like fishing off a wharf, except if you didn't like where you were, you could drive the wharf somewhere else.
you could, and it's got the 80-pound Minn Kota that drives it along quite nicely, you know. So
Yeah, it's just a fishing platform, and it handles a bit of rough water pretty well too,
Yeah,
doesn't
it does actually. Yeah, it cuts through quite nicely, and I was quite surprised at how well it does handle the rough water.
What do you think of the bent spoke, mate?
Oh, mate, that's pretty nice.
I'm getting a little bit ahead of you here. You're doing too much talking and not enough drinking. That's the sprocket. I know you're a bit of a crankshaft fan, but
Yeah, I have had the crankshaft several times.
yeah,
but
this one's got a little bit stronger ABV about its alcohol content, but I think it's got that little edge with flavour too.
It's nice. Yeah, it's got a really nice flavour.
Yeah. Well, listen, mate. I wish you all the best with the guiding business. I think you're going to do a great job, because I'm a great believer in the fact that guiding is about a lot more than being a good fisherman. I know plenty of good fishermen, most of whom would make appalling guides, and I'd include myself in that, because they're not necessarily good people, and you are a good people person, and I think you're going to do really well. So, cheers, mate.
Cheers, Starlo. Here, buddy.